society, the powers that be, the pyramid people, whatever you want to call them, okay? Whatever name that you want to call them, the higher ups. They tell young men by way of media, by way of movies, by way of what have you, by mainstream, they tell young men that being intoxicated, being thirsty, trying to be a player, right? Being degenerate, they encourage young men to do that and they label it as cool. They stamp all of those activities as cool. And the thing about it is, a lot of guys, I see it in my comment section all the time. They still try to defend, they be saying, I'm going too far, or I'm defending this type of behavior, right? Which goes to show that the message that I'm conveying, they're not listening to it, because we are all creatures of vice. What does that mean? Yes, especially as young men, right? Young women, they've also been brainwashed by the elite to act like, I'm not even going to go into it, but you guys can kind of imagine, right? Because I'm talking about young men, but young ladies, that's a whole other segment, okay? But matter of fact, I'm gonna get into it. First of all, this is Tarik Talks. Thank you guys for being with me. Let's get into it. So the thing about it is, we are all creatures of vice, especially young men. Okay, I get it, fellas. Yeah, I like to have my little sip here and there. Been sober for 2 months, right? I've been sober for 2 months. No alcohol, no. I don't smoke at all. The last time I really smoked was like, I can't even remember, right? Not a weed person. If you are, that's cool, right? Just never really was my thing. But alcohol was my main poison. And yes, it is technically a poison, because your body cannot digest. Your body has a hard time of breaking it down, and it does kill cells, right? So that's the definition of a poison. It's not supposed to be ingested by humans, but it's safe enough, even though it's still a poison, it's safe enough to ingest, right? But I haven't drank in 2 months, you know, I and it feels great. I'm telling you, it feels great. But most, back to what I was saying. So yeah, there that goes with the intoxication. Yes, as young men, we like to chase tails sometimes. Let's just be completely honest. Don't front. Don't sit here and act like you Mr. Captain Alpha, right? We all like tail. Okay, I'm in a relationship now, and yes, I do take it seriously. So I don't be doing that no more. Okay. But when I was single, yeah, I did like to chase tail, as any other man, as any other young man. Degenerate vices, we all partake in them. I get it. I'm not judging. I'm not here to sit on a pedestal. Lord knows I'm far from perfect. But the problem is that most modern men are in a perpetual cycle of degeneracy, right? Just a perpetual cycle of intoxication, in excess. I'm not talking about the occasional, I'm talking about in excess. I'm talking about every single weekend they're getting assed out drunk, and minus the weekend, they're drinking and smoking on weekdays too, right? Chasing tail, being thirsty, engaging in all type of low vibrational activities. And the thing about the elites that I was saying in the beginning, I might have to make another segment about that, specifically talking about that. But what the elites want men to do is to be dumbed down, okay? And quite honestly, I most likely I'm making another segment about that, about how the elites want the masses in general, but young men, to be dumbed down. And this is perfect. How do you dumb down a society? Sedate them with narcotics, alcohol, uh, brainwash them, okay? Make them participate in low vibrational activities. Now, What are low vibrational activities exactly? I know you guys have heard me talk about this plenty of times. So, low vibrational activities are basically, in a nutshell, activities that don't produce any kind of value, are short-term gratification, instant gratification. We've been this is a buzzword that we've been hearing, or buzzwords rather. Instant gratification, instant pleasure. We got our social media, we got posting selfies to get likes. We have, trying to gossiping. I be hearing gossiping all the time. People just talking shit about each other. Men more than ever now, just like some females, like some broads, just talking about other people, you know, narcotics. Like I said, hey, look, I might got some weed smokers on here. I'm sorry, guys. If you don't, if you're still, and this is gonna offend a couple of people, and I don't mean it to be offensive. Okay, I really don't mean it to be offensive. This is more of me kind of being like, hey, you guys need to wake up. But if you're out here, and I've seen this before many a times, if you are a grown man, okay, still bumming rides, still having to scrape up change to catch Uber, but you stay with a pocket full of Kush, right? You stay with a pocket full of Zaza, whatever retarded name y'all be calling it. Low vibration. You're not adding any type of value. Low vibrational activities are activities that are harmful to you. Even though, and here's the paradox, here's the irony, they feel great, right? They feel great. Hey, look, I'm a man too, right? I'm a man too. Who doesn't like, being intimate with a woman, right? Who doesn't like getting intoxicated every now and then, even though that shit is harmful? Okay. Who doesn't like eating junk food? All of these things feel wonderful in the instant moment, in the present moment. Long-term effects, fellas, it's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be terrible. I was just watching a documentary on Netflix about OxyContin, right? And for my younger guys, y'all might not know it. The equivalent is Percocet. Xanax, not really an equivalent to a T, right? Not exactly, but it's, these pills, these prescription pills, right? And the documentary was about how all of these kids, young kids and adults alike, were getting addicted to this narcotic. Whole lot, because the feeling of instant gratification, it was like they describe it as like the best thing ever, right? You'll notice with all of these substances, alcohol, drug, narcotics, it is going to be some of the best feelings that people feel, but a huge caveat as to why it's not even worth it. Because, like I was saying in a documentary about the OxyContin, these people's lives were absolutely destroyed. They were absolutely destroyed. Some people OD'd, never came back, right? Because what those narcotics do is it slows down your body, aka mainly your heart, right? Slows everything down. That's the feeling you get when you on them type of pills and stuff. You just everything slows down, and you just feel so relaxed. You feel outer body. The thing about it is that instant gratification, all of those dopamine receptors and GABA receptors, all of these receptors, these pleasure. I'm not gonna go too deep into it because I hate misnaming things, right? But all of these, I'm just gonna say pleasure sensors, just to, sum it up. Pleasure sensors. They release so much pleasure, and then after they're gone, guess what? You're left empty, right? Same thing with all of these quick, degenerate, instant gratification activities that most men engage in. going out, chasing tail every single weekend, every single day, just constant state of thirstiness, chasing females, just thirsty as hell. Not, and I had made a video, right? I had made a video. Some of you guys may have watched it. Thank you, my loyal viewers that be watching my stuff religiously. I love y'all, right? But the video was titled, excuse me, some men shouldn't even be dating, right? Some men shouldn't even date. And I got pushback, of course, because the message completely went over their dome, over their noggin. I didn't say ever, right? If you listen to the video, if you actually watch the video, I said you shouldn't be dating when your life is in shambles, when you're in a constant state of low frequency, right? You're always depressed. You feel like shit every single day because you're hungover, because you just got off of some kind of binge, off of a narcotic, because you just got off of some kind of instant gratification binge, right? You ain't hit the gym and God knows how long, if ever, but you had, and this is not criticizing, fellas. Once again, I wholeheartedly am trying not to be offensive because that is not my intention. I'm calling, like I said, this is something that maybe someone is going to hear and is be like, that kind of sounds like me. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be like that, but let me keep on going, right? You really have no money, no ambition, but you want to fucking date, right? But you're so thirsty on dating apps, on websites, trying to chase punani when you're living when you're bouncing from house to house, when you're bouncing from from one friend's car to another, right? When you've been stuck complaining in the same job that you've been working in that barely pays minimum wage, right? And you've been working in that hole for years, complaining. Should you be chasing tail? Should you be dating? Honestly, that's the whole message I was trying to get across. That's the whole message I was trying to get across. And this is how a lot of modern men be living. This is how a lot of modern guys be living. They on their phone 24/7, looking at Instagram thotties, looking at TikTok thotties, never hit the gym. Okay. Hygiene is not all there. No, and these be the main people talking about, oh, fuck a 9 to 5. That's slavery, dog. That's slavery. Bro, you talking shit about a simple 9 to 5 that a damn child damn near can do if they were trained hard enough. You complaining about how strenuous and stuff it is. How the hell do you think you will you think you will be able to run your own business? If you complain about an easy ass job, right? But that's the thing about it though. That's what men, modern men are in this constant state of degeneracy, just low vibration, instead of complaining, because I see this at work all the time. Dudes complaining about their current state in their job, and even though they have a job, they stay complaining about how broke they are. Dog, how the hell are you broke and you're single? Okay. How are you broke and you single? I'll tell you how. Because of their lifestyle. I see that, I've witnessed their lifestyle. Pardon me. What did I say in the beginning? What did I say in the beginning? They stay complaining. They talk about how they don't get paid enough. They talk about how they don't be having money, right? Bringing negative energy on themselves, because words are extremely powerful, right? If you keep mentioning poverty, then that energy is going to land on you. Just as a side note. But these dudes keep casting these low vibrational spells on themselves. Man, I don't get paid. I'm broke. God forbid. I don't even like imitating them, right? But I look at their lifestyle and they stay having Zaza in their pocket. They stay having a bottle. They stay getting drunk. They stay with some kind of thought in the background. And I'm like, bro, how dare you complain about the job? Is it the job or is it you? You know, because don't bite the hand that feeds you. This job is not forcing you to work there. It really ain't. And for real, the type of money that they paying you is not bad. You know, it's not bad. But when you spending $500 a month on just constantly being in a state of intoxication, constantly being in a state of low vibration, constantly being depressed. And you know what? The thing about it is, the more that you engage in low vibrational activities, the things that I just mentioned, right? You're going to feel like shit every single day. You're not going to be motivated. You're not going to want to do anything, right? You're just going to repeat that constant cycle of instant dopamine hits. Because things that are high vibrational, right? I said what low vibrational stuff is. Things that are high vibrational are things that take time. You know, things that you have to strive for step by step. You know, working your ass off at work. Keeping a somewhat positive attitude, even though sometimes you don't feel like it. But in the back of your head, you know you're gonna make it out this situation because you keep telling yourself, I'm gonna get out of this. I'm gonna get something better because you're thinking high vibrational. You come in with a positive attitude because you're not hungover, you're not intoxicated, right? You weren't chasing vagina, you weren't chasing pussy. Okay, it's things that take time. The gym, building up your body. A lot of these guys, they want females, they want to date and all that bull crap. But you look at their bodies, they have zero amount of muscle. And before someone says muscle don't matter, you don't know what you talking about. You inexperienced, fam. Let me tell y'all something. I be getting these little trolls talking about, oh, you don't know what you talking about me. Dog, I had my first child in my early 20s. 22, 23 was when I had my first child, right? I've been around. I'm telling y'all not to brag. Like I said, this was when I was younger. Look, I'm gonna say it right now. I've probably had more experiences than the average guy. Look, got receipts, all that good shit. So I know what I'm talking about when I'm telling you guys. This low vibrational shit is for the birds. You know, you're going to be in a constant state of failure. You know, constant state of failure. And the thing about it is, it's all about your mindset. That's first of all that degenerate stuff. Of course, like I said, we all have our vices. We all got our things that we like doing, but you need to cut that shit out, like, not by 95%. Okay. If you guys like this video, let me know. Peace.